Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to a live YouTube session where I'll be going over charts, key levels, and possibly trades. This is not buy or sell alerts. This will be for day trading education, going over my process in the low float land. Right now, watching a few charts you can see on the screen. We've got 5 charts up. We've got ASTI, INVO, AUMN, INM, and IMTE. Watching these for possible trades today. We've got key levels out in our Discord as well. So if you guys are in the Discord, we do have key levels out from this morning. You check out the key level channel, you'll see ASTI is worth watching over 220 and 225 and AUMN over 260. So watching these, you can see that they are not A+, as they do have some major reds to consider as well. No position for myself at this time. No trades yet this morning. If I do decide to take a trade, I'll be trading a very strict strategy. So I have an entry and exit plan just in case it goes against me. We can see that ASTI right now is dropping. This is the one that's pretty much hot and everyone is watching here in the pre-market session. We've got key levels. So I'll zoom out. We hit a high of 221 so far today. We are dropping pretty fast on ASTI. Getting a big drop here. So with this drop that we're seeing, we should see possible oversold and bounce watch alerts. And we did. So watching ASTI here. This is not A+. This is not confirmation. This would be a different setup. Got 158 is the low there. Getting a pop from oversold. You can see my chart here is green, letting us know it's oversold, this green area. Pink candle, major red. We're getting some yellow, which is a decent amount of volume. We want to see high volume. I'm going to share this link out to everyone. No position for myself at this time. Let me share the link. You guys can see the chart on YouTube. Sharing this link out with everyone. Guys, if you want more videos like this, you want more live action videos, then please thumbs up, subscribe, share with your fellow trader. That'll get the word out and let me know that you want more just like this. So if I see that there's interest in these videos, I will continue to make them. So live trading this morning. Hopefully that worked. You guys let me know. If the YouTube stream is not working, let me know. I'll pull it up now on my phone. Small bounce on ASTI, entered oversold around 158. Small bounce here, about 10 cents. Nothing crazy. Did not get into this. No position for myself at this time. Pulling up YouTube Live, and I'll be in the YouTube Live chat section as well throughout the pre-market. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. Hey, Mackenzie, Azerti, appreciate you guys being here in the chat. So good morning, everyone. Yeah, let's hunt for some opportunity here. Let's see what we can find. Can see a pop here in ASTI following that bounce watch alert. We got that right in chat. So if you guys are in our Discord, you get access to all of these bounce watch alerts. If I pull this up, you'll see we've got it right here in chat. Bounce watch at 158. If we go to our bounce watch channel, ASTI bounce watch at 158 was the last alert, $1.58 at 7:09 a.m. Eastern time. And we can see we're now getting a bounce on that move. So watching ASTI, no position for myself, no trades yet this morning. Major red here in ASTI. You can hear that on my scanners. So we've got scanners that are very specific, looking for these type of bullish moves. We've got this morning so far, if I scroll down on our bullish momentum, it's just ASTI. So anyone who is in here from 4 a.m., the early bird crew, ASTI was the only stock that hit this scanner, and multiple times. So it's very obvious what stock we should be watching if we're here early bird crew, right? Makes sense. Right now, it's kind of tumbling back down. We'll see what it does. So watching ASTI, no position for myself at this time. Gave an oversold watch here. A little bounce up to that 170 resistance. Another major red. This is a negative 6% candle, a negative 9% candle, negative 4.5% candle. These are the type of candles that we are expecting on these type of moves. So fast up, fast down, low float stocks. Want to be very careful. Want to keep in mind this is not the highs. The highs were over here at 221. And you'll see a whole bunch of alerts and things on my chart, and I'll go over that if we have a slower time here. But right now, watching ASTI sell off a little bit. Wouldn't doubt that we see a bounce watch alert soon. We have a new indicator that will predict this. So ASTI is going to predict. This indicator will now predict where the bounce watch alerts will come in. So right now it's saying around 140 and let's see, 141, 151. So anywhere from basically 135 to 150. This is an area of possible bounce. So doesn't mean I'll anticipate that. I want to watch what it does here, but we are now predicting those levels. So we've got the 30-minute 200 EMA, 15-minute 200 EMA right here around 120 to 130. We've got bounce watch alerts and buy zone right here from 135 to 150. So we're entering that zone now. We'll see what it does. So this is our new indicator. This is the Bullish Bob Key Level Spotter. This is a new premium indicator that we have available where it's just looking for common levels. So there's a lot of information here on what it does. There's a lot of code to this, but it's really cool. So we can see a little bounce from here. These buy zone, bounce watch, and oversold level. This is a zone. This is basically predicting where it's going to oversell, where it's going to get a bounce, where it's going to get a short. Possibly we have the short side up here, short watch, profit target, overbought. So if we start to enter there, there's room for concern. I may want to lock in profit if I'm in my position. And if I'm shorting it, then maybe I want to cover once we start reaching through these levels below. No position for myself at this time. No trades yet this morning. Still up on our AMD swing trade. It's pulled back a little bit, but over 5% on that swing trade. At one point, I believe we were over, I think, 12%. We just got an alert in chat. I think Success Trader, Cobra Trader, a few of these more specific towards shorting brokers would have shares available, Doc. The Doc was asking the question, which broker would have shares for shorting on ASTI? And that's a good question. I don't think there's a whole lot of brokers out there that will, to be honest with you. Wave, you're shorting it. What do you, if you don't mind us asking, Wave, what are you using for your broker right now? You can add it to the chat if you have time and if you're listening in. Trade Zero. So that's another good one for finding those short locates. Appreciate it, Wave. Thank you. Hey, JD, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're feeling well. I hope you and the family are doing well. ASTI is tempting here. No position for myself. Would love confirmation on ASTI. Right now we're looking at basically just a bounce area. So we've already gapped up higher than this. So this is not confirmation. This is a bounce. Seeing a bounce here on ASTI. Nothing crazy. Another 10-cent bounce. That's kind of what we're looking for from these buy zones and bounce watch levels. So when we see it say oversold, we're basically looking for about 10 cents. And then from there, it could just hold a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. I like 10-cent pops on these bounce watch alerts, but some traders will hold out for longer. Nice, Doc. Watching ASTI get a small pop. Now, if I were to trade here, I'd have to reduce my size, as this is not confirmation. This is a bounce watch. So nice pop here, over 10 cents on ASTI for anyone who took that. You can see this is what we're looking for, this move. So making quick trades on these type of moves. Again, get in, get green, get out, hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. No position for myself at this time. No trades yet today. ASTI, this was tempting, but sitting out for now. So watching it go without me. So if anyone's in this one, not a bad idea to lock in some profit, testing the 1-minute 9 EMA. Above that, the 168 is the 1-minute 20 EMA. These will act as resistance. Anytime the price is above a line, you're going to see that line is green, acting as support. Anytime the price is below a line, that line will be red as resistance. So you'll see these lines will change with the price action and volume. And they are constantly adjusting as well. We've got a 1 hour 200 EMA up here. We've got a VWAP up here at 186. So we have a lot of levels to be concerned with here and look for possible areas of interest. LIAN. Taking a look now, Doc. I don't like this one. I don't like that float. Float size 104 million share float. Major red over here, negative 30%. I think I'll stay away from this one myself. Yeah, I think I'll leave this one alone. Yeah, no problem, Doug. Yeah, it's just the flow is too high, and that major red of 30% negative, that's a little too great for me to be really messing with too much. So I think I'll just sit on my hands for now with that setup. Doesn't mean it's not tradable. Doesn't mean it's not going to give that gap up, gap down type of setups for us. But for me, I'll just focus on the lower float names where I can get in, out quick, and again hold the lotto in case there's continuation. The float size on ASTI is 3 million share float showing on TradingView. We can see it's rejecting that 1-minute 9 EMA. No position for myself, no trades yet this morning. Yesterday we traded INVO, and it worked out for us. INVO was a nice trade for us yesterday. So this one was also in our Discord. If you go to the Discord and you see the, well, we've got it in the Mark Charts channel, but we have it in the key levels as well. So if you go to the key levels, you'll see that from yesterday, which was the 23rd, INVO was in there at $1.43. That was the key level, $1.43 on INVO. So if we look at INVO, $1.43 was that key level. This was early yesterday. So this was in the pre-market session. $1.43 was right here. So this cluster of lines is $1.43. So if I plop this on the chart, little price label so everyone can see that, there's $1.43. So in INVO, we were looking for a close over this cluster here. So we got that close over. We hit our resistance and targets, right? 1, 2, hit some targets. Take the profit, lock it in, hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. Well, guess what? There was continuation. So anyone who held on to this, if you measure this move, from the 143 to the top of this move here, we're looking at over 100%, guys. That's over 100%, which is beautiful. 112% from that area. So again, not a bad idea to hold a lotto on some of these low float names. You can see after that, it kind of just tapered off, has given those bounce watch alerts, right? We've got multiple bounce watch alerts. So if you guys were in chat yesterday, I'm sure that you saw some of these bounce watch alerts on INVO. So INVO, let's see, the 23rd was yesterday, so that would be here. INVO, 218, 197, 187, 205, 196. These are all different times of day. You can see 5:20, 1:54, 12 o'clock, 11 a.m. was the first one. So 11:13 was the first one at 218 was the price. So 11:13. So that was all the way here, right around this area. So if I zoom in, you'll see it was right around here. And that's why you can see it in green as well. So as it was green, letting us know, hey, it might have a little bounce here. And it sure did. Just 22% on that move before it failed and started to come back down. Again, I like to look for that 10-cent pop off of these type of trades. So if we can get 10 cents, great. If we can't, then I like to still try to get a little something out of it, but I will keep it tight. Not going to trade too aggressive on a bounce watch alert, as again, this is not momentum. So if we're looking for something a little bit higher quality, it would be on something like ASTI close over its key level. And its key level is up here at 220. And the reason I say that's a key level is because it's already gapped up here. So if we look left, 221 is the high. Now, again, if we go to our Discord, go to the key levels channel, you'll see that we had ASTI yesterday at 7:16 p.m. So before the market closed, I mentioned that it needs to close over $1.65, $1.75, and $1.89. And there was a few red flags to be considering. But $1.65 was that key level. So for anyone who took that $1.65, we're looking all the way over here. $1.65 was right in this area. So that's this purple line. So for anyone who took this close over that key level, it held, did not close below. That's this purple line. Let me go ahead and put a price tag on it. So 165 was that key level. Zoom out, and we can see if we measure this move from the 165, for anyone who took that, it was a max of 34% on this trade. So 34% for anyone who took it. There was bounce watch alerts as well. And now if we look to the right, we're getting a small bounce watch alert on it again. Does not mean it's going to hold up. Does not mean it's a reversal. What it means is that there's a bounce possibility here. So in other words, a quick 5-10 cent type of move from this level, it's basically entering that zone. So again, if we pull up the key level spotter here, you'll see that we have these zones already mapped out. So we know where it's going to go down to and possibly oversell, possibly get a bounce, possibly look for those shorts covering. We have a formula that is looking for that. And same with the top here. So if it starts to reach above the short watch level, well, it's basically just telling me it's very extended and I may want to look out for that. So again, this is the key level spotter. This is a premium indicator that is available now. I've got a whole bunch of information on what it does. So if you guys are interested in this, just reach out and we'll speak about that. But that's what this is doing. It's plotting multiple lines on the chart. It's plotting the value of that level in line. So we can see the 30-minute 200 EMA. Even though we're on a 1-minute chart, it's showing us the 30-minute 200 EMA, the 15-minute 200 EMA. So we have multiple values on this indicator that's plotting for us and letting us know the distance from the current price to that value. So you can see the percentage in price, 3.6% basically is saying that we are from this level to here, we are now 5.5%, 5.5%. So that's what it's doing. It's basically measuring each one of these moves for us. And I formulated that into the code. If you double click on the indicator, you can go through and you can really set any of this the way you prefer. So we've got a whole bunch of alerts down here that we can backtest and see what's really something that we want to watch. We've got a manual ATR stop loss here. So if you want to type in, say we're watching right now, say we're going to get in at $1.55 and we know that. So you just put in $1.55, hit the line on, there we go, hit OK. And it should add a line as a trailing stop loss with an M, which is the manual. And there it is. So it's basically saying if I got in now, it would be a 7% negative down here is the trailing stop loss level based on the ATR value. So this is calculating where I may possibly want to sell in case it goes against me. So we've got different things here. You've got an ATR that's always going to be moving with the price as well. So you have a trailing stop here we can set, but I'll leave that off for now. ASTI getting a small pop. ASTI getting a small pop, watching the key level spotter on this one, ASTI. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll be in the YouTube chat. I'm in our Discord chat as well, as usual. I live stream every day from 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, going over my pre-market trades, my charts, my key levels. I add this to our group, and I try to be transparent with my gains and losses because I don't always take green trades. It's not always green, guys. So there will be some red days. There will be some red trades. That's okay. The goal here is to mitigate our risk as best as possible. One thing I have to say about the market that we're in recently is that we are getting this price action and these spikes, but we're lacking in volume oftentimes. So the liquidity is a little lower, and therefore I have to reduce my size. ASTI getting a small pop here. You can see it was giving us those alerts over here. And again, pull up the Discord and you'll see we've got INVO at $1.80. So $1.80, two alerts there at $1.80, letting us know, hey, this might be an area of value. And, excuse me, that's on INVO. So that would make sense, wouldn't it? INVO. So that is not on ASTI. ASTI last one was $1.47. So $1.47 on ASTI, $1.80 on INVO. So let's see what we have. So $1.47. The low was $1.47. So really nice for anyone who was able to capture this move. And as we can see, it's getting a pop here. ASTI getting a small pop, 165. It's over 10 cents per share from that last bounce watch alert. If we measure this move, we're looking at about 12% now. I'm not sure you'd be able to capture the bottom and top of this move, but hey, 10%? 10% in less than 10 minutes? Why not, right? And that's in a slower market. That's in a market where things are not moving as rapidly as we'd love to see. We don't have, again, that volume and liquidity, which my number one personal rule is no volume, no trade. But we can see on this chart here that we have yellow candles, white candles. That's what we want to see. If we start to see green and red, that's basically telling us that we are lacking in volume and liquidity. And so I may want to reduce my size. Hey, Karma, good morning. Hope you are doing well today. Happy Tuesday. I saw you had some really nice trades yesterday. That's awesome. So sitting on my hands for now, we've got ASTI. Who's in this? Who took this this bounce watch alert? It's right here in our Discord. Let's see, INVO got a bounce watch as well. Let's see what that one's doing. So this is a different version on INVO. INVO, you can see, yes, it bounced from here, but you can see, again, we're lacking. We don't have the yellow or white candles, which means we have very low volume. So very low volume on INVO. Not in love with that. We've got a 20 EMA fail here. So this is a red flag. This is one of many red flags from this BB key level spotter indicator. So this is a red flag. Not a bad idea to lock in some profit on ASTI. Keep in mind that all of these levels have already been filled. So watching ASTI from a bounce watch alert. Nice move there for anyone who caught that. The full move was sitting around 12%. And what's really cool, too, is that you can see on our confirmation levels, it not only gave us a bounce watch alert, but it tested our key level at 147. So it gave us that, basically, that double conviction there for a possible trade for anyone who took. So I like that. I like to have more signals to possibly go long or short. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is not a reversal. Just because we get this is not a reversal. I want to make that very, very clear. This is not a reversal. This is a bounce watch alert, and that's why I listed it as a bounce watch. Because oftentimes what you'll see is shorts will start to cover. We can get ourselves on a long side, a little scalp or a little trade, get in green, out, hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. If it starts to come back below our entry, that's it. That's all she wrote. Cut it and be done. So nice 12% move in less than 10 minutes spotted right here on ASTI for anyone who caught it. It's right in our Discord under the bounce watch alerts. Yeah, I'm pretty conservative myself, Doc. I'm a little bit conservative. Sometimes, you know, almost too conservative, but at the same time, it's how I've established consistency. So, you know, we are all different. That's for sure. You know, you may have a larger account, smaller account. You may have a bigger risk tolerance than I do. You know, there's so many different factors that will really come into play here. But for me, I'm very selective with the trades that I take. But that means there's some days where I'm just sitting here prepared, waiting to trade, looking for a high quality setup. I don't see that high quality setup, and I end up missing out on a lower quality setup that gives a high quality result. And I want to make that very clear too, guys. Like I said earlier, you know, we've got a lot of stocks moving up, right? Just because a stock is moving up 100%. Does not mean it's tradable. Does not mean I can trade it aggressive. I may be able to trade it, but maybe not as aggressive as I'd like to. And the reason for it is we have the volatility. We have that 100% move on these stocks, but we're lacking in liquidity. We're lacking in the volume. And if we're lacking in volume, I have to protect myself and be very careful because if I don't, then I can get myself caught in one of these lower volume moves. And if I'm trading, you know, 5,000, 10,000 shares, you know, and we see only on this candle it has 300 shares, 8,000 shares, I don't want to be the full liquidity of that candle. So I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the full liquidity and full volume of that candle. So I really wait for that high volume to arrive. But sometimes, like I said, sometimes I'm sitting on my hands and others are trading and getting in, getting green and getting out and locking in profit. And there's nothing wrong with that. So just trade your strategy. For me, again, I'm pretty selective. I like high volume movers. Number one personal rule for me is low volume or no volume, no trade. So I've got to have that volume for me to get excited behind the trade. If I don't have the volume, then I just have to reduce my size at the least. No position for myself at this time. No trades yet today. Green on the week, small. Mondays are a little slower for me. After the weekend, I get back acclimated, and I'm a little apprehensive with my approach on a Monday, trying to feel out the week and see how it goes. But really, I think it's more of a human error type thing or human mental type of thing. It's not really the market. I wouldn't say it's a historical type of thing, but. Sad. When will I enter ASTI? Well, you know, I can't really say that. What I would say, what I would really love, Sad, is I would love to see a close over 220. Close over 220 and hold. That's what I love. So if we put this little price tag up here, 220, that's the key level I want to see. That would be confirmation. This basically would tell me that it's bullish and heading in the right direction. So that's what I'd love to see. But that being said, right now, we're not trading confirmation. We're trading bounce watch alerts. So look at this. So we're getting a bounce watch alert here. ASTI is getting a small pop, hitting resistance around 165. These levels have been tested multiple times, so they don't hold that type of weight that we typically look for. So right now, we're just looking for ASTI to just give a bounce. So anyone who's in this, not a bad idea to lock in profit. Again, we're up almost 13%. So we caught this right here in front of us. So for anyone who's trading ASTI and you're looking for that bounce type of play or that dip buy, right? Everyone's saying, oh, buy the dip, buy the dip. Well, that's what this is looking for. It's looking for where that dip will occur and where is a good area of value where we can mitigate risk. Well, this is it. It was 147. We look in our group, we look in our bounce watch channel, and we can see ASTI, bounce watch alert. Be careful shorting here, right? So if you're in the short side, you need to be careful. 147 and 158. So either one of those alerts that you took, you should be green on this trade. Not by a whole lot, but again, it's about 12, 13% in a very small period of time. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Cigar, good question. I don't use hotkeys in TradingView. I use hotkeys on Webull. So I use Webull for my trading. Webull in the pre-market session especially. I've got a few different brokers, but the main one that I use is Webull here in the pre-market session. I like it because you can trade from 4 a.m. on, and I don't have to switch from brokers. But that being said, I use a cheap, really just a cheap hotkey stream deck type of thing. It's called Vaydeer, Vaydeer. It's just a let's see, nine button. Had to count them up there. 9 buttons on this little hotkey contraption here. Plug it in, and it takes a minute to program it through Webull, but you can program all of your hotkeys through Webull as a single hotkey, which I like. So in Webull, you have to typically you have to use 2 keys for your hotkeys. So you have to use like Shift 1 or Shift 2 or Control 1 or whatever it may be. I have them all programmed into a little Vadir 9-key hotkey contraption here. And that's how I do most of my trading here in the pre-market session. I have different layers. You can set up different layers on that. So even though it's just 9 keys, you can actually scroll with your mouse through the layers and you can adjust. So there's a little HUD screen on the that's up, and you can adjust through the layers. So I have maybe one layer is just all about buying the ask and whatever. Maybe another layer is about buying the bid because I'm buying dips. Another layer is about exiting and canceling out orders if I need to, if one's not working. So I basically have multiple ways to execute the same approach. So multiple ways to do the same thing. And that's because of my experience in the market has told me to, save yourself the trouble. If a hotkey or something doesn't work, and you're sitting there in a trade when you're trying to exit and you can't figure out what the heck is going on, there's nothing worse than that. That's when I start to sweat from places I don't want to even mention. But it's happened before, and that's just my experience in the market. And I'll tell you guys, that's one thing you cannot teach. This is what we do every day is we educate others on our process and our day trading ability here, but you cannot teach experience. So experience is something that you will only gain if you can keep your head above water, if you're a beginner trader, and you can continue to stay in this market even during this slower time. Because right now I would admit that it's a slower time in the low float land. But that being said, like, we have the momentum and we have the bounce watch. So we have a bounce watch right here. I'll take a small trade on ASTI just to risk it for the biscuit here. Small trade. Using this 920 cross here on ASTI. Very little volume. So just taking, let's see if I can get filled. And this is not going to be confirmation. This is not a large type of size for me. This will be just a little lotto. Risk it for the biscuit. Looking for a little move here. If we could get up to 187, that'd be great. If we start to gap up here, I'd love to see it. But just trading off of this this cross that we see here, 920 cross. Let's see if it holds up. If we start to come down below the 159 and cross back below, I'll just bail on this trade. So this is just a baby-sized lotto for me, guys. Risk it for the biscuit on ASTI. Holding small size here. If we start to drop, I will just exit the position. I'm taking a size that I'm willing to lose on, because if I do take a loss here, as we see these major reds in the past, then I want to make sure that I'm keeping it tight enough and small enough that it won't really hurt me. So using profits from yesterday. Yes, Taz, I use them all the time. Yeah, you can find this on Amazon. Yeah, you can find it on Amazon, and I'll be going over that as well. So we've got a fail here. Looks like I may be exiting my position. Watching the close of this candle. We've got a few seconds left, so looking to exit the position. Pretty much flat on this trade. Was looking for a little pop. All out for now, all out on ASTI. So that was just a risk it for the biscuit right there. So I'm all out now, and the reason I'm all out is we have this fail. So it looks like a little mashup of things here, but that's what it's telling me is there's multiple alerts here saying you may want to either lock in profit or just get out of the way for the moment, because it is not exactly bullish until we start gapping up. So I'm all out for now. Basically a flat trade there in ASTI, keeping it tight. These are just these are lotteries, right? Just a risk it for the biscuit lotto. That's what I like to call it all the time in our group. It's a risk it for the biscuit, right? And if I, let me see, I'll pull this up so everyone knows what I'm talking about here. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, right? Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And I think right now I'll just sit out. So all out of my position, flat trade on the red side, but again, kept it tight, not going aggressive here. So I'm okay with that. So if we start to pop and we see a cross, well, maybe I'll get back in. And this is not confirmation. This is not momentum. This is not the strategy that I love, although this is a strategy that I do like. So the strategy that I love would be a close over 220, hold, continue, What do we have above? $3, $3.12. I like that gap. Let's measure that gap. Oh, I like that. 37%. So I like big gaps. I cannot lie. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So ASTI, I will be watching. I've got alerts set. Just right click. Let's get some alerts in here. Create. There, we're done. That's all you had to do. Create an alert. We're good to go. Now we'll keep an eye on it. Now, ASTI, if it crosses back up, the 20 here, 920, I may take a trade. This would be, again, a risk it for the biscuit. This is not a plus. This is not the type of strategy that I look to go aggressive trading. So no position for myself at this time. Hearing BITF at the right time. Now, let me see. We've got all type of scanners here. Excuse me. TPET is actually the stock moving. Let me move this to another screen. All right. So we've got scanners on top of scanners on top of scanners. So that's what we're finding the value in this market. Yeah, JD, I'm out of it for now, man. I'm gonna exit my position. If we cross back up, I may consider it, but this, of course, as you know, is not confirmation, so will not be overly aggressive. No position for myself at this time. One trade so far, flat trade on ASTI, smaller size. Do not want to be overly aggressive. Still watching for a possible trade. Hearing BAER on the scanners. Let's see what this one looks like. Let's pull it up. Got key levels coming out on BAER for our team. All right, so that is in chat. We've got a cluster of resistance, as we can see here on BAER. This is a low float stock, 2 million share float, moving in the right direction, moving on low volume. We can see that major red candles. We've got green and red. We don't have any yellow. Want to see that yellow, but we're moving on low volume. This is what I mean, guys. We are getting the price action spikes. So a lot of traders are saying, oh, this one's spiking, that one's spiking. So it looks like there's value out there, right? But there's no liquidity. There's no volume. So if there's no volume, there can be no trade. And if there is a trade, then you're trading typically lower size as, or smaller size, which is okay. If that's, if that's what you have going on, that's fine too. But for me, if I'm trading a larger size, I need to make sure that I have the volume first, that liquidity, so I can get in and out of my position. But no position for myself at this time. One trade so far, flat side on ASTI. Hearing INM on the scanner. INM is on the scanner. This one we already have marked. INM is a cheapo moving in the right direction, seeing that it's giving us a whole bunch of red flags here. So it's spiking up on some volume. INM, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green bars in a row. So is it extended? Yes. Does that mean it won't continue? No, that's not what it means. It means that if I'm looking to take a trade, I may not want to throw the kitchen sink at it. Maybe I want to take a smaller size. We can see a white candle here. That's a lot of volume coming into INM this morning in the pre-market session here. Look left. We can see that we hit in the aftermarket a high of $1.04. So this is not confirmation. This is not continuation until we get over $1.04. I'll add that to our key levels channel as well. Seeing INM, 3 million share float, cheapo here will not be a plus. So INM, I add each one of these. So after I mark the chart and assess the key levels, I add the key levels to our key level channel. So right now, INM needs to stay above 86 cents. Close below is bearish. No position for myself at this time. This is a cheapo. Worth watching. Close over 105 and 108. This is a cheapo with a cluster of resistance. Look at that right in front of us. It's popping. So there you go. For anyone who's in, that would be a target hit, right? If I took this trade and reduced my size knowing that it's extended, well, I would reduce my size, look for these targets, and sure enough, we hit the target on INM. So for anyone who's in that, that's a good idea to lock in profit. Does not mean it won't continue through these levels, but what it means is we have a choppy cluster of resistance here. So if I map this out and I put this cluster of resistance, you guys will see that we have that cluster of resistance, right? We've got this area of resistance. It does not mean it won't get through it. We've seen that happen plenty of times. What it does mean is that if I'm in the position and I'm in the green, well, maybe I want to lock in profit before we see something like this major red, right? So we have $1 was the high of this move. We had $1 as a key level, and we have $1.04 as the key level or the high from yesterday's price action. So in the aftermarket. So for anyone who caught that, that is a target hit. Now, what we'd love to see, a little breather candle here, red candle, that's what we want to see, right? Because, again, this is in a bullish vertical trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green bars in a row, and now we have a retrace, right? So close over $1.04, $1.05, and $1.08 is worth watching for continuation to $1.16. Will this be a plus? No. This started as a cheapo. This is a very cheap stock, and I'm not sure about what it's going to do. But INM is moving in the right direction. That's what we like to see. INM hitting highs here in the pre-market session, not in the aftermarket, pre-market session, hitting highs on INM. So there's your confirmation, guys. So again, this is not a plus. This would be something where you want to reduce your size. Did it work out? Sure did. So for anyone who's taken this cheapo at 86 cents, closed above 86 cents, did not close below, hits the target above. And as we can see, we have not closed above that target. And the close is very important to our strategy. So no position for myself at this time, sitting on my hands. Traded ASTI. Let's see where ASTI is now. And look at that. So I'm happy to be out of ASTI for now. So we had these fails. That's where I got out. And I'm happy to be out as it's farther down than where I got in. So we'll be watching ASTI, but will I be aggressive here? I'm not too sure. This is not momentum. This is not confirmation. This is a different approach. This is a bounce watch alert. So this is nothing crazy, right? Just looking for a quick bounce. Quick in, quick out. That's all we want to see. No position for myself at this time. Seeing a pullback here. We can see this big wick. If you guys can see that on my chart, there's a big wick on this candle. Not sure if you guys can see it or not. But that is a rejection of these levels above. That does not mean that I'll dismiss this and walk away and say, it's done. It's a crapshoot. It's not happening. Nope. I come in here, add alert, and there we go. Now we can be notified if it turns around. And my experience in this market tells me that typically it does. So we will keep an eye on that, but that's how I can be informed when this happens without me having to be glued to the screen. And we can see this major red, guys. Look at this, a negative 11% candle. I mean, again, is that not beautiful? Are you not entertained, right? I mean, we closed over the 86 cents, right? That's confirmation. We held the level, didn't close back below, hit our target within 1 minute, and then we hit our target again 2 minutes later. Since then, we did not close over our key levels. So again, a good idea to lock in some of that profit. And now we have this major red, which is a negative 10% candle. So for me, cheapos, not really in my wheelhouse. I don't love trading cheapos. I will trade them here and there, but again, it will always reduce my size. So cheapos, that's one red flag. Bullish vertical trend here, that's 2 red flags. Overbought and entering these levels of short watch level, another red flag. So too many red flags for me to take the trade. Doesn't mean it's not worth a trade, but it is what it is. Yes, Karma, definitely. Did I not do that yet? Yes, there's a chart from this morning at 7 o'clock, Karma. So if you go to the Discord, the fastest way to check on a chart, guys, is go up here and type in the ticker / updated or space updated. So INM updated, right? Hit enter, and it's going to show you the most recent chart. So if you click on this, you can blow it up and see these levels a little bit easier. So right here, 104, 108, 116, 117. These are the key levels. So this chart is still in play until we get above those levels. INM getting a pop here. Here we go. Testing resistance. This is good. This is what we want to see. Close over resistance. And I'll add a chart here in case we get cooking. So oftentimes we do. So adding another chart here in chat for you guys, INM. Feel free to compare your levels to mine. This is if we really get cooking here. About 63% of levels there. Wave, exactly. Just watched that with my my kids the other day. It's my son's favorite movie. Gladiator. Hey, Bo, good morning. Yeah, and sorry, guys, I'll be in and out of the chats, trying to focus on the chart and focus on my trading. So INM testing resistance here. We've got a cluster of resistance on INM being tested. We have a vertical trend. So nice big drop, nice big spike back in the right direction, 15% candle. That's what makes these cheapos tough to trade. Hey, Bees, good morning. Mara, you got it. Let me do that real quick on another screen. Yeah, I don't think I marked Mara Bees because Mara has a very high float. Let me see. It's got 170 million share float. But here's the levels on it. So we'll get this out to you. Yeah, so Mara had a high of a 1019. We've got some key levels coming out. So the float is too high for me. I won't be trading that one, Bees. So I'll stay away from Mara. Doesn't mean it's not going to go up, but I will sit out. But charts in chat if you guys need it. That one was added earlier, Karma. Not sure if you saw that or not, but the fastest way to do so is just go to the search there and type it in. That's the fastest way to find it. Back to INM. What's going on over here? Testing that cluster of resistance. We've got 104, 105, 108. Want to see it over 108? Will I take that trade aggressively? No. Why? Because it is a cheapo. Cheapo, cheapo, cheapo. Hearing TLRY, very large float on that one. Not too concerned with that. INM getting a small pop here. What happened to ASTI? We were watching this one. I'm all out for now. INM getting a pop, hitting the scanners. INM hitting pre-market highs, 105, hitting resistance at 104, 105, testing above these key levels. 108 is that next level. Close above 105 is worth watching for continuation, and 108. These are tight gaps, right? If we measure these gaps, it's not the most favorable gaps in the world. 3% trade there. If it just rejects there, 7% up there. No position for myself at this time. Okay, Karma. Yeah, I've got those in chat now. If you need them. If we start to exceed levels, typically that's when I'll add more levels. But usually I try to add one chart per day, and then from there, if we exceed those levels, I'll add more. But this being a cheapo, like I said, it's not my favorite, but maybe it's the one that gets going, right? It's got to close over the 104, 105 level first. That is the key level. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, it's my pleasure, Carmen. We've got another major red right at our cluster of resistance. Whenever I see a cluster of resistance, what this is basically telling me, if you hear me, guys, if you hear me say there's a cluster of resistance, what I'm saying is I expect choppy price action. So that's it. It's a red flag, and I expect choppy price action. If I expect choppy price action, Will I typically throw, 10,000 shares at this? No, I won't. So if I expect choppy price action, I want to protect myself. So assessing those conditions first is key. And we can see here on INM, we assess the conditions and we know that this is a cluster of resistance. So it doesn't mean it won't get through it. Doesn't mean we won't break through this level, right? But what it does tell me is that this is a cluster of resistance and something that I want to be concerned with, as it's going to be choppy price action. Let me make this to the front. There we go. Makes sense now. So close over this cluster is a good sign. It's what we want to see, right? It's a signal. It's one of many signals that we want to see. Seeing GRNQ, low volume on GRNQ. If I could type it right. GRNQ, very, very low volume. Seeing 6,000 shares on that pop. This is the key level spotter. That's GRNQ, low volume. Very low volume. Little pop here in the pre-market session. It could be false sprints. We'll see what happens. We've got, what time is it, guys? It's 7:58 a.m. Eastern time. We've got about a minute until 8 a.m. I'm not in love with the 8 a.m. window because we get those late prints, those wonky prints, right? So we'll look for those charts to go pretty crazy, but we'll keep an eye on the level 1, level 2 data to know where the actual price is. ASTI, I got in this one earlier for a possible trend reversal. It did not give it to me. It failed, as we can see, and that was the exit for me. That was all she wrote. So looking for a little bit more out of ASTI right now. Not in it. No position for myself at this time. Flat trade for the day so far. Looking to keep things tight. Don't want to be overly aggressive on a crappy setup, to put it very bluntly. Carry, AULT. AULT. Let's see this one. I believe this one's marked as well. AULT is, it's a cheapo, Carry. This one I don't trade. I won't trade stocks that are this cheap. So I'll stay away from AULT. Doesn't mean it won't continue. Doesn't mean it won't be the next TPST. But until it gets over $1, I'm not too concerned with the price action there. So I won't. I like to focus my time and efforts on higher quality setups. But like I said earlier, guys, just because I focus on high quality setups does not mean I'll get them. I may see low quality setups all day and just trade that, and that's it. We've got 8 a.m. late prints. That's what you're seeing on this candle. Late prints, late prints. So we're watching these late prints come in. CNXA, new highs on low volume. CNXA. CNXA getting a pop on low volume. Key levels coming out here in just a minute on CNXA. CNXA getting a pop. You can see resistance on my chart. CNXA has been updated and in chat. It has resistance here at 158, 159. Small resistance. 158, 159. 131 here on CNXA. Getting a pop there, 140. So we're getting some action on CNXA. Want to see it close over the 160 area and hold. This will not be a plus. These red lines are symbolizing a resistance rather than a really strong key level. So I'd really like to trade around the purple and white lines. So to keep it very simple, guys, purple, white lines, those are my favorite to trade around. If we see a red dotted line or red dashed line, then I don't want to be as aggressive on those. There is news on CNXA, getting this in chat. So no position for myself at this time. CNXA has a ways to go. If it gets up to 203, we're up 50% from its current price. Right now at $1.35, seeing the volume taper out a little bit. We do have some volume in that initial spike, but we'll see. GBIO, new highs, low volume, GBIO. So GBIO getting a pop here on low volume. GIBO. Mark this on a separate chart. GIBO showing a 48 million share float. Not in love with that. We're getting a bounce watch alert on ASTI that could be on late prints. No position for myself at this time. All right, GBIO coming out. We'll switch off this one for now. I've got multiple charts on a couple screens here, so you guys will see what I have for levels, key levels. I like the chart here on GBIO. I don't like the float. Float's a little higher than I prefer, but it's worth watching if it gets some volume. I like that chart. GBIO has been updated. Feel free to compare your levels to mine. Close over 137 is what we want to see. Looking left to see if we have any recent bags. We do have recent bags, and so that will be a red flag. So adding 137 as the key level on GBIO. So GBIO is worth watching. Close over 137. Must hold that level. This is a cheapo. Recent bags. And has, let's see. Float size matter. So higher float as well. So now key levels are out on GBIO. Make sure to be setting your alerts, guys. So today, October 24th, we've got ASTI, AUMN, INM, and GBIO. We have key levels on each one of these in our key levels channel. So make sure to set your alerts below those key levels. Yeah, I'm seeing that too, Mackenzie. Yeah, higher float. Don't care for the float, but we'll see what we get. MAIA, low volume. Let's see. A lot of resistance on that chart. Don't like that. Hearing INM again. Let's see if these are late prints. INM getting a pop. Want to see it close over its resistance for continuation. If we're going to get continuation, it has to get over this level and hold. So that's what we're looking for. This will not be a plus. This would be a risk it for the biscuit. Little cheapo here. Watching INM. If I take a trade over 104, 105, I'm looking to scale out quick, guys. And this will be get in, get green, get out, or get out of the way, as INM is a cheapo. So this is not a plus. A lot of red flags for myself if I take this trade. If I do, I will greatly reduce my size, tighten up that mental stop loss here in the pre-market session. And of course, this is not buy or sell alerts. Guys, if you want more videos like this going forward, thumbs up the video, subscribe, share with your fellow traders, get the word out. That will let me know that you guys want more videos just like this one. This is a live pre-market session on YouTube Live with my charts, key levels, and my approach here. And if I get in a trade, I'll let you guys know. And if I get out, I'll let you know as well. This is not buy or sell alerts. This is just me trading and me going over what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So everyone is well aware of that. No position for myself at this time. One trade so far on ASTI. Did not work out for me. Flat trade. Kept it tight. Glad I did. We've got MAIA hitting the scanners here. We've got a lot of resistance on this chart. Let me see what we have above. This is just a lot of resistance. Will it blow through it? I hope it does. MAIA has been added into our chat. Feel free to compare your levels to mine. Hey, D, good morning. MAIA hitting resistance levels, gapping up here. Needs to close over 286 and 295 and 3. 3 is a mental level. Look at that pop. Big pop here on MAIA. We do have some news, which I'll get into our chat. All right. News is in chat if you guys need it on MAIA. And look at that, guys. Just a nasty candle there. Let me make this to the front. Nasty rejection there. And again, like we went over earlier, what does a cluster of resistance tell me? What is that saying to me? What does it mean when I say, guys, there's a cluster of resistance? That means that it is not a plus. It knocks the quality down immediately. And what it means is that I expect some choppy price action. Doesn't mean that we'll get choppy price action, but it means that that's what I'm expecting. ASTI getting a pop on, looks like late prints, guys. Late prints, nasty candle here. These are late prints on ASTI. So pull up the level 1, level 2 data. I've got, let's see, ASTI up. 160 is the bid price. So even though it's showing 180, the actual price is down here at 160. So even though it's all the way up here, the actual price is right here. And you can see that if you pull up the level 1, level 2 data. So all you need is the level 1 data. That's the actual price. So these are those wonky late prints that we're talking about. Let's see, GBIO, nothing much there. MAIA had a major red. No way. No way, guys. So this cluster of resistance, it couldn't get through it. And again, this is what I mean. Just because a stock moves up 100% does not make it tradable, guys. I cannot stress that enough. There is a lot of opportunity in this market, but there's a lot of traders that would just assume that, hey, a stock went up 100%. You didn't make money on it. You don't know what you're doing. No, wrong. That is absolutely wrong. I had to learn that the hard way, that just because a stock goes up 100% does not mean it's going to fit my strategy. And a lot of traders would say, well, maybe your strategy stinks, and that's fine. My strategy is how I've stayed consistently profitable in this market, and that's what I want to do. So I want to stay consistent. Look at this. So the red flag there, it's not always the case. I would love to see it just blow through and continue, right? I want to see continuation on all names. My name is Bullish Bob. So I like to see bullish momentum. And unfortunately, we're seeing some bearish momentum here. We'll see if it curls back up. My experience tells me, hey, don't just knock it. Don't just walk away and say, trading's done today. I quit. I throw in the towel. This is a crapshoot. I'm done. No, that's not the case. My experience tells me, hey, keep an eye on this. If it gets over this 286, maybe it's worth watching. So add your alert. There you go. Great. And that's all you got to do. And now I don't need to be glued to MAIA, as this is a crappy looking chart. And I can focus elsewhere where there's maybe something else that's better, right? So no position for myself at this time. One trade so far in ASTI, flat trade for me. I'm not seeing anything that's really A+ or high quality yet. We haven't had a single stock confirm our key levels, guys. We have key levels in chat. If you guys come in here at 6:12 a.m. Eastern time. So since 6 o'clock this morning, I've been going over key levels. ASTI 220, set your alert. AUMN 260, set your alert. INM 105, 108, set your alert. GBIO 137, set your alert. It's that simple. So I haven't seen a single stock confirm its key level. Yesterday, the only stock that confirmed its key level was INVO, and INVO was a beauty. So INVO worked out for a lot of traders who took, and you can see now it has no volume. So we want to see the yellow, white candles, very little volume. Here's MAIA getting a small curl. A lot of traders would say, hey, it's curling. Maybe now's the time to trade it. And maybe. But I think I'll sit the sidelines for now, look for confirmation, look for a cleaner setup, look for something that's going to give me some indication that this is bullish, because these two major reds at the cluster of resistance in this choppy level is basically telling me, hey, you might want to be careful. Doesn't mean it's not tradable, just want to be careful. INM getting a pop into our resistance level. Pulling up INM. And if I trade INM, I have to reduce my size. I don't like trading cheapos. So anything under $2 is less attractive to me in my own style. I make the bulk of my profits on stocks over 2, but we just trade what's in front of us. INM hitting new highs. And see this gap up like that? Now I need to see a gap and close over 108 and hold 108. And this will not be a plus. Doesn't matter what I think. INM is gapping up here, getting high volume. We're seeing 300,000 shares on this candle. So if you're looking for the volume, it's right here. So we're watching INM. I've got the level 1, level 2 data up. Watching, fingers on the hotkeys. Close over 108, must hold. Close back below is bearish. Is this a plus? No. This would be a risk it for the biscuit. So watching, 116 would be my target. Not in yet. Watching here, closing in 5 seconds. No position for myself at this time. And that's the thing about these cheapos too. They're pretty tough to get that right entry. So would like to get a clean close over 108. Target here is 116. So for anyone who's in, the target is 108 and 116. For me, I'm just sitting the sidelines for now. But if you're trading this cheapo INM, it's getting some volume, needs to hold above these 104 levels. hit 108 as a target. There we go. And now we're looking at 116 as the next target. There we go. 114, 2 cents shy of that target. This is confirmation on INM. Confirm the 104 level. There it goes. 115. So for anyone who's taking this, this is a risk it for the biscuit move. Penny shy of our target. Not a bad idea to lock in profit, right? 115 is the high. 116 is our key level. Just a penny shy of that level on INM. Watching here. No position for myself at this time. Closed over the 108. At this point, closed below 108 is bearish. Target is 116 for anyone who's in. It is becoming a bit extended. Let me click on this. I've got 1, 2, 3 green bars in a row. And if I measure those green bars from top to bottom, we're looking at 21%, which is a bullish vertical trend. So that's another version of the bullish vertical trend. INM pulling back here, as we can see, after this bullish vertical trend, needs to hold above 108. Close below 108 is bearish. If it can hold 108, target is 116, 117, 118. And for confirmation and continuation, we're looking for a close now over 117 and 118 as we have now filled the gap. So INM pulling back here needs to stay above 108. I'll take a small risk it for the biscuit trade here. So in INM, looking for 116. Very high risk trade on INM. Start to come below 108. I will exit. This is a risk it for the biscuit lotto for me. If we start to hit 116, 117, I will scale out and take profit. INM looking for 116. 116 would be a target. Penny shy there. So if you're green, there we go. I'm out 90% on INM, out 90%. Quick scalp on INM. Back to green on INM. That's nice. Not bad. These are late prints. Keep an eye on that level 1 data. Level 1, level 2 data. I'm out 90%, guys. Quick scalp there on INM. Risk it for the biscuit lotto over the 108. Hit 116 on the head. 116 is the high. Finger on the sell button here. Has to stay above 108. I've got a lotto at this point. Seeing 114 on the ask. 112 on the bid. INM getting some wonky candles here. Trying to make all of our body parts sweat, right? So who's green with me on INM? Back to green on the day, but still flat, guys. Yeah, D, you should be able to post a picture in there, but I will take a look at this after. INM, target hit, 116. If you're green with me, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. I'm out 90%, just holding a small lotto at this point. Has to stay over 108, though. Start to come below 108. There's room for concern. You can see our hit our target. That is our target hit, right? So let's get this out of here as we've already closed above the cluster. There we go. We closed above this level 104. And if you guys check out the Key Levels channel, you'll see that INM was close over 105 and 108. Look at that, 105, 108. So we knew the level that we were looking to possibly trade. We knew what we were looking for a target above, and sure enough, in out green on INM. And finger on the sell button here as we're pulling back. I'm already out 90%, so locked in the profit, quick scalp. And that's the thing with these cheapos, not looking to overstay my welcome. So who took this trade with me on INM? Who made some money here? 116. Not the cleanest of setups, but it did confirm our key level. We do have liquidity and volume. We're able to get in, get green, and get out with a decent size here in INM. Testing 114, testing our resistance level. Still holding a small lotto on this one. Close over 117 and 118 is what we want to see for continuation. Target would then be 124. We see we got above this cluster, so choppy price action, choppy, 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 until, whoa, we closed over. Key level was 105. There's your first close over, 105. For anyone who took that close over, this is a 8% move. And we are now up on our trade still. There's targets hit. If you guys are green, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. There we go. There we go. That's what we love to see. Guys, who's green with me on INM? Let me see it. Who's green with me? INM. Grinding here. In from 112. There's 121. 8% on INM. If you guys are green, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. I'm going to take a little bit more profit here. Out 95%. And we are green on the day. Locking in profit. Look at that, guys. Target now is 124. Has to stay above 117. Close below 117 or start to come under 116. There is room for concern. Target here is 124. We're 5% away from that level. We hit 123, a penny shy, guys. I would consider that a target hit. So I'm in out green, 95% out, holding a small lotto here on INM, trading a cheapo, guys. This is not my typical, my favorite type of setup. So we're just trading what's in front of us. What is the market giving us today, right? We're trading what the scanners are telling us the value is. And look, we're about to hit that target. There it is. Target hit, INM. Come on, guys. Who took it with me? If you made money, thumbs up the video. If you locked in profit, thumbs up the video. If you made some money today and you're grinding with us on INM, be sure to share this video with your fellow traders, as this is day trading education. Look at that. INM grinding, guys. Absolutely grinding. Look at this. Look at this. 15%. Hit our level, 132. Look at that. Confirmation. Right? And these are the only stocks that I've traded so far today. So you can see AMD, I'm in a swing trade position on this stock here. We're up 21%, guys. 21%. Lock it in. The lotto is giving me icing on the cake. This is a lottery. Grinding up 24% now on this lottery. %. Who's with me? 20%. Look at that. 20%, guys. You can see that right on the screen. 21%, 23%. This is why I love confirmation, right? Get in, get green, get out, and hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. Well, there's nothing else moving. This is our continuation. So I think I'm good with that. Taking profit on INM here. I think I'll leave a tiny sliver just for that continuation, but at this point, I've taken the bulk of my position right out of it. So I'm taking my profit, locking it in. Profit protection mode has been activated, and why not, right? All right, this is from our key levels. So guys, look at this. Let me point this out real quick. Very important. INM, go to our Discord, right? The 24th. 1, 2, 3, 4 stocks have been added for confirmation. Of those 4 stocks, we have one stock that closed over its key level. One. That is INM. So if you're trading confirmation, we're keeping it very simple here. Set your alerts below those key levels. Trade what's in front of you. Trade what you see. Trade your strategy that keeps you consistently profitable. And I'm very proud to say that I'm in profit protection mode. And I trade every day live in voice, guys, here in our Discord from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, going over these trades live. This is not buy or sell alerts. I can't stress that enough. This is day trading education. I'm trying to teach others my process. That way you can do the same thing or even add to it, subtract it, whatever you want to do, whatever. I'm trying to show you exactly what's happening for me and why it's working out and why I'm so very, very proud to be successful and be a successful trader. INM holding a very small sliver at this point, up 24% on this position. For anyone who took this with me, this is confirmation of our 104, 105, and 108 level. INM now in a cluster of resistance again. So what do we expect? Some choppy price action. So we're expecting some choppy price action. We're not seeing it yet, but we're expecting some choppy price action. I hope that we just blow through it. That'd be great, right? Fix this so everyone can see it. Beautiful, guys. 8:22 a.m. Eastern time. Profit protection mode is on. Smaller trade. I had to reduce my size. Why? Because this is not an A+ setup. This is not, I don't care whether we get A+ results or not. That is not an A+ setup. So I had to reduce my size because trades like this is sometimes where I eat up my profit. But I'm proud to say I'm in the green thanks to INM. We are hitting a cluster of resistance right here. I need to change this to a cluster of resistance rather than just a resistance. Just do it like that, and there we go. So cluster of resistance being tested now in INM. I'm up 24%. I'm up 24% right now. If you're up with me and you're green, not a bad idea to lock in profit, right? So watching the key level spotter to let me know when to exit this position fully. So key level spotter will let me know where this is turning bearish, right? So looking for signals from the key level spotter to let me know that this is turning bearish. Right now it's becoming overbought and profit targets have been hit, short watch level. And we can see INM is grinding into a cluster of resistance. Pulling back here. And this makes sense. We expect some choppy price action, right? We expect some choppy price action on INM here in this cluster of resistance. Does not mean it won't continue. Holding a small lotto, I'm out 95%. Hey, day trader, good morning. I'm still holding my position here, about 90, just over 95% at this point. Took a little extra icing on the cake at the top of this move. Why not? Right, guys? Why not? This is Tuesday pre-market session. I am live on YouTube. I am live here in our Discord. I'm live every day in Discord, live trading from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, going over my trades, going over day trading education, going over when I get in, when I get out before it ever happens. So it's not one of those guys, I'm in the stock and I just made $1 million and so should you, right? It's not one of those. This is day trading education, telling you exactly my strategy, when I'm looking to get in, why I'm looking to get in there, what's my game plan, where does it need to hold, where will my stop loss be, right? So being very transparent here with my strategy, as this is a very successful strategy. So if you want to learn more about the strategy, reach out, bullishboblive@gmail.com. I go over the strategy every single day, live in voice. We have links in the description of the YouTube video as well. So if you're looking to join in our group, we'd love to have you. So we are going over day trading education every single day. We look for these moves. We look for these type of setups. As you can see, if you're looking for the value, our scanners are telling you, INM, that's where the value is. Here we go. We're spiking up again. Guess what? I'm up 25%. At this point, it's just a lotto. Now we need to close over 150 for continuation, guys. If you're looking for continuation, 147, 150. Look at this. INM. I wonder what we should be watching, right? I wonder what we should be watching. I think we know what we should be watching. INM new highs. I am now up 28%. Who's with me? 28% on INM. Grinding here. INM, 28%. Why not? Right? This is icing on the cake. I've already locked in majority of my profit here. 30% trade right here in front of you. INM. Trading a very strict strategy. Get in, get green, get out. Hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. And right now, INM is the only stock giving us any type of continuation. So INM, in, out, green, holding a lotto here. It's working out. Giving me a little icing on that cake. We do expect some choppy price action here in this level. This is a cluster of resistance. So it would not surprise me one bit if we see a pullback. What I'd love to see is we continue break over the 150, continue to 155, 157, 164, which is about 13% up as a resistance. There's a target hit, 147. If you're green, that's a target hit, 147. There's 148, 153. Look at this. Guys, beautiful, beautiful move. 37% up. Who's with me? Who's with me? There's a 40% trade, 45. Go ahead and go. Go with your bad self, INM. Go ahead, because we're in profit protection mode. We've locked it in. You can do what you want at this point. Now we're just looking to ride the trend, ride the wave, right? We've already exited our position, traded our plan, made our money, locked it in, and protecting that profit. And now what are we looking for? Continuation. Go ahead and give us a little icing on that cake or some gravy on those biscuits, right? As I mentioned earlier, sometimes you just have to risk it for the biscuit. And this is one of those risk it for the biscuit situations where it did work out for us. Now, it doesn't always work out, guys. You know, there's risk it for the biscuit setups that are just a crapshoot. You know, that's just the way it is. So we've gotten through this cluster of resistance. I will now delete this or get this off the screen. Move this up so everyone can see these levels clear as day. And I'm not sure. Let me make sure that everyone in chat has these levels as well. Because I know that we're probably exceeding some of these levels. So it's in chat now if you guys need it. INM. Grind with your bad self. Go ahead. Go ahead. 45% up. Who is green with me on INM? Let me hear it. Let me see it. If you guys took this trade with me, you're holding that lotto, you're looking for the icing on the cake, and you're taking some of this profit here and putting it in your pocket, let me see it. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever, guys. 41% trade. I believe we hit just below 50% on this trade. Just below 50% so far. And it's not to say it's done. It's still got some room left. Here we go. There it is, 50% trade. Look at it, guys. 50% trade. This is why I love what we do. 50% on INM. 50% here. Who's green with me? Did not close over its level yet. INM pulling back some. If you guys are green, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. Officially up 50%. Bullish vertical trend. We see some red flags here letting us know, hey, it's pretty exhausted. We might need a little breather here. We might need a little cool off, a little breather. That would make sense, right? Will it do it? I don't know. We'll see. I'm already locked in profit. Want to see it close over 164. If we close over 164, target is 176. Close back below 164 or start to come under, there is room for concern. That is confirmation. Grinding here. INM. This is a live YouTube session. If you guys want more videos like this, thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with your fellow traders. Trying to get that word out, guys. This is free educational content. This is not BS. This is not me telling you, hey, I got in that trade when it was, $1, right? This is not me saying after the fact, after it moves up, and be like, oh, guess what? I'm in that stock, right? I see that too many times. I see traders all the time will mention that they're in the stock well after the fact. And I like to be transparent with all of my trades, good and bad, because they're not all good, guys. I'll be honest with you right now. They're not all good trades. Not all trades are going to go in my favor, but very fortunate that this one is right now. Just sticking to the strategy. 50% up. Look at that. 50%. Grind for us. Grind for us, INM. Go ahead. Keep going with your bad self. There we go. 52% trade. 53% trade now. If you are green, lock in profit. Not a bad idea to lock in profit. This is not trade alerts. This is not buy or sell alerts. This is day trading education. This is not BS. This is me going over what's happening in front of us with a real strategy in place. Look at that. False breakout of that key level. We need to close over $1.64 for continuation. If we close over, target's 176, which we hit 173. Needs to hold above 164. Start to come under. There's room for concern. Look at that. Closed over. Just barely, right? Just barely. We start to drop below this 163, 164. There's room for concern. So that right there, not in love with that. Not in love with this topping tail. Want to see a clean close over our key level. At this point, target's 176, regardless of what I think. But for me, if I was in there, I'd probably be exiting at the same time and be a little weary of this move at this point. We are gapped up. Look at that pullback. And this candle closed at 165. Our key level is 164. This is room for concern. Makes sense after this bullish vertical trend, making a very exhausted type of move. Doesn't mean it won't gap back up, but we'll see what it does here. 20 seconds left on this candle. Close below 164 is bearish, and all she wrote. Oh, look at that. What did we just do? We're pulling back up. 12 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what it does on INM. Needs to close over 164 and stay closed over 164. And I am officially all out, and profit protection mode is on. All out, and looking for a close over 164 for continuation. So now at this point, it's telling me it's bearish until we close over this level and continue up. Now it may just blow through these levels, in which case I won't be able to trade that. So all out, guys. $45% on the lotto. Not bad, right? Nice little lotto. All out of my position. If you guys are green, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. And I will sit on this profit, protect it throughout the day, and try not to give it back, as that is my main goal. Don't give it back to this market, right? So hopefully everyone else green with me. Yeah, thank you, Karma. Sorry, guys, I haven't had a chance to be in the chat. I've been yapping and trading, and you know how it is. But beautiful, beautiful trade here on INM. Profit protection mode is on. It was a smaller size. Icing on the cake gave me a little extra oomph on that, and I'm very proud to say profit protection mode is on. Now, close over 164 is bullish. Close back below is bearish. That's as simple as it gets. Close above, where is a signal to possibly go long. Close below is a signal to possibly get the heck out of the way, right? It's really, really simple. And that's the point of this strategy. So all of these charts are marked in our Mark Charts channel. So if you guys come into our Discord, go to our Mark Charts channel, you'll see INM was added right here at 7:52 a.m. Eastern time. And following that, you'll see INM is in here at 7:46 at 105, 108. Look at that. And actually, I think we have the chart before that as well. So INM here at 7:52 and INM here at 7 o'clock. So look at that, guys. We were so prepared for this. It's exactly what we're looking for. If you go to the key levels, and I'm telling you guys, please be setting your alerts below these key levels. It's really important. The only stock to confirm its level today was INM, and it's a beautiful move. The only stock yesterday that confirmed its move or trade was INVO. Only stock to do what it needs to do. Only stock to do what it needs to do. And as you can see, it's working out really well for us. And look at this, guys. False breakout of our key level. Hearing MAIA again. So this one's curling back up. Look at this. Slowly curling up through this cluster of resistance. Do I love this setup? No, I don't. Will it blast through these levels? Give us continuation. Close over $3 and continue to $3.24? I don't know. I hope so. I hope it does. But set your alerts. That's all you have to do is just set your alerts. So come in here, right click, add alert, and now I don't have to sit here glued to the screen. If it gets up there, I will be alerted. If it doesn't, I'm not too concerned with it. So I really don't care about the price action there. Traded ASTI earlier. Glad to get out as it's pretty much just flat and stagnant. So in out flat on ASTI today. INM is our big winner of the day. And there's typically always at least one runner of the day, right? But I will say again, like I mentioned earlier, and I will continue to mention this, especially for our beginner traders out there who are listening in, guys, this is really important. Just because a stock goes up 100% does not make it tradable, does not make it a high quality setup, right? So you have to stick to your strategy that's going to keep you consistently profitable. And for me, to stay consistently profitable is trading the confirmation strategy, which I go over every day live in voice. And I go over in our Discord every day. This again is day trading education. So if you come down here, you'll see that we have different alerts. We have the MJ corner where we have a ton of great information in here as well. Big Cat adds charts on a few of these. Look, ASTI was in here from last night. So very late last night, added this in. So before the trade today, there was plenty of moves here. You can see on my chart, what we're looking for is a close above a level is bullish, close below is bearish. You can see that right here. Really simple, right? That's the strategy. Close above, bullish, close below, bearish. It's that simple. Take a look at it. We've got purple levels are minor key levels, white levels are major key levels, and red is minor resistance. So we have those levels mapped out for us. We've got swing trade ideas. We've got a couple swing trade ideas in here, guys. We've got AMZN, Amazon, and Tesla. We've got a few swing trade ideas in here added as well. So all kinds of valuable information. We've got the watch list from last night. ASTI was on the early bird watch list. ASTI was on the Trinity ticker watch list. And if you look from last week, you'll see ASTI was also on our 52-week low floaters from last week. So Friday, ASTI, look at that. Oh, I guess we're ahead of it. So we're ahead of the game, guys, and it's nice to be able to say so. So we're finding the value in the market. We're trading our strategy around it. We're executing our strategy. We're sticking to the plan. We're not veering off that path, and we're locking in profit. So I am green on the day. Profit protection mode is on. It's a cheapo and INM. Worked out in my favor. I'm very happy to say so. But we'll say that I reduced my size because this is not a plus. And so if this did go against me, I was prepared, right? So I took a size that I was basically prepared to pay, possibly take a loss on, and it worked out for me. Look at INM now. Let's see what it does. Close over 164 is bullish. We've got 26 seconds on this candle. We can see the countdown here. I'll be sitting out for now. I am green on the day and trying to protect profit. So we'll not be giving that back. That's my main goal for the rest of the day. And that's the point of the pre-market session. That's the point of how I trade. Get in, get green, get out, and get out of the way. Lock in your profit. So INM, false breakout, 6 seconds left in this candle. Look at that, guys. Look at this. This would be a false breakout avoided, right? So this is a topping tail, which is telling us a rejection of higher prices. Now, it's pretty much an indecision. It's not really sure where it's going to go, but I will tell you right now, a close over 164 is the signal we're looking for. So if we're looking for confirmation, if you're trading the confirmation strategy like I am every day, day in and day out, we're looking for a clean close over 164 to hold this level as support and then hit 176 as resistance. This right now is acting as a resistance. Once we close over that resistance, it's going to act as a support. Close back below that support, it's then again resistance, right? So it makes sense. So each one of these lines, they hold weight. So here we go, INM, 19 seconds left in this candle. I want to see it close over 164, hold that level, and continue up to 176. Will that be an A-plus setup? No, it will not be an A-plus setup because this started as a cheapo. Does not mean it won't give a high-quality result, but is this a high-quality setup? I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't throw the kitchen sink at it. But that being said, lower quality results can still give lower quality trades and setups can still give high-quality results. And we can see that plain and simple here with INM. So INM want to see a clean close over this level. Now, if we gap up and close up here at 174, 175, then what happens is it basically fills the gap. The probability of that gap filling again is less likely, and the conditions or the quality of the trade gets knocked down again. So we're basically weighing out conditions and saying, okay, let's do a quick recap. What's pros, cons? Pros, cons. All right. Pro, it's got a lot of volume, right? Pro, we've got a lot of volume. Con, we have this major red flag. We have major red candles in the past, right? Major red, major red, major red. So we know that this is common. Con, it is a cheaper price. Pro, it's near its high right now. It's near its breakout level, right? Pro, it's testing our key level. Ready? Hang on, we got a false breakout again. Watching for this candle, want to see a clean close over. Did not clean close over, topping tail. So at this candle, it might just rip right up to 176, and that's not the type of trade I'm looking to trade. But that being said, it may happen, it may not. I can't bank on something like that. So the probability of that happening is less likely. Will it happen? I hope it does, because if we're looking for continuation, you're looking for bullish momentum, we need to see it close over 164 and continue to 176. Then we need to see it close over 176 and continue to 184. Then we need to see it close over 184, continue to 189. And we've got levels galore. So if you're looking for them, we've got them, and they're right here. So we are prepared. We are ready. We're trading our strategy. Each one of these levels will be resistance if it's above, and if it's below, it will act as support. Now, very important. We've already filled these gaps, right? So if we gap on down here and then we start to close over these levels, that is not true confirmation. That would be a risk it for the biscuit, as of course these levels have already filled, the gaps have filled already. So if you have the confirmation strategy guide, which I go over in detail, this strategy and how it works, we are looking for continuation. We're looking for clean gaps. So the first time we enter a gap is the best time, right? So if we close above this level with a clean close, that will be our best setup. This over here failed. This was a topping tail, not exactly a clean close. And when I say clean close, I would not like to see a giant topping tail, which is basically, again, rejection of higher prices. No position for myself at this time. INM, green on the day. This is a 45% lotto that I took here live in YouTube and in our Discord as well. It is 8:41 a.m. Eastern Time. CVM, eyes on CVM. CVM's a higher float. CVM getting a pop here. That's CVM. Looking left to see if there's any bags. There is bags. Recent high on CVM is up here, way up here. So 231. So 231 is the recent highs. This is our new key level spotter. These levels are adjusting with the price and volume as they come in. You can see the Bullish Bob key level spotter here and exactly what it's doing. And you can see all type of information. So if you're interested in possibly getting this indicator, just reach out, bullishboblive@gmail.com, and we'll go over that. CVM getting a pop here in the pre-market session. You can see that it's not white or yellow candles, letting us know that it is low volume moving in the right direction. So it's good to see it's moving in the right direction, but low volume. Look at that false breakout of our key level, falling back down. We'll see what INM does. Again, I hope it continues, but hope is not how I trade. I trade confirmation. I trade the levels, the chart, and what I see in front of me. So confirm this 164 and tell me that you're bullish. And if you're bullish, I can trade you. But if you're not bullish, well, then unless I'm looking to short, I'm not really looking to get into a bearish move. So close over 164 is bullish. Close back below that level is bearish. We've hit that target multiple times, and the high is 173 on INM. Watching here on YouTube Live, and you guys have access to these levels in Discord as well. So we'll add this chart in Discord so everyone can see this. Yeah, like I said, MJ, if this doesn't get over 164, I can't get behind it, right? So it's so simple. Close over the 164, we can get behind it with a bullish sentiment. If we can't close over 164, there's no way I can sit here and say, hey, this thing is bullish, right? This thing is tradable. So that's kind of my approach here. So confirmation here needs to see a close over 164. If we don't see that, that's all she wrote. And again, guys, if this starts to drop, my experience tells me, again, don't just dismiss this. Don't just say, it's done for the day. It's a crapshoot. I missed out and whatever. No, just come in here, right click, add your alert, and voila. Now we can be notified if we test our key level. Now, as it dips down, I would like to set an alert right in this area that it's at right now. So that way I can start watching if we approach that key level rather than, waiting until all of a sudden it happens. So INM, I'd like to set some alerts in here. If we start to drop, which it looks like it may happen, but we'll see. Close over 164 is worth watching for continuation. Nice, JD. Went from red to green today. You and me both. You and me both. Small red. I was flat. Small trade on ASTI. I was giving it a small attempt there earlier in today's session, but happy to get out of the way. Hey, Big Cat, good morning. Yeah, thank you, Karma. Appreciate that. D, you can do whichever you prefer. Some traders here in chat will do both. So some traders have both up. So you can listen, watch, whatever one you prefer. I know some traders here in chat are doing both. Yeah, so D, just turn one down. Just turn one of them down or turn one of the audio off. So listen to whatever. The YouTube live session is about 15 to 30 seconds delayed, I believe. The Discord live session is to the point. It's accurate to the second. So if you're listening in, I would say probably listen in Discord if you can. And if you want to watch the chart and the levels, you can do so on YouTube Live. Yeah. Yeah, you would, D. Yeah, you'd have to use two different devices to do so. Yeah. INM closed below the 155. So this is really bearish until it gets over 164. So no longer am I bullish on INM. It was in limbo here. I'm not bullish until we get over 164. So close over 164 is worth watching. Yes, D, you should be able to. Yeah, if you just hit the share, you should be able to share it with anyone, and I encourage that, guys. So if you guys are listening in, if you're on YouTube, you're in our Discord, you're in Benzinga, you're wherever you're listening in from, share the link out. Get this out. This is free educational content. So if you want to follow along, and if you want more videos like this on YouTube, then thumbs up the video, subscribe, and that'll tell me that it's something that everyone wants. So INM is kind of choppy here, right? Back, forth. Want to see it close over 164. Cannot deem this as bullish until it tells me it's bullish. So 164 is the key level. We plop this here on the chart. 164 is that key level. So close over is what we want to see. No position for myself at this time. Look at that major red. Look at that, guys. Like I said, this is what I mean. Cannot get behind this as a bullish type of signal or sentiment until it tells me, right? So the chart's speaking to us, guys. It's speaking to us right now, right? The chart is speaking to me, and what it's telling me is a story. It's telling me, hey, if you look at my history, right, you can see that I'm pretty choppy. You can see that I have some major reds in here, right? I've got some major reds. But that being said, I've got a lot of volume. These white candles, yellow candles, that's telling me we have a lot of volume. So we have the liquidity. So if you're looking for volume, well, you found it. It's right here in INM. Yeah, I'll share it again here in chat, guys, so everyone can see that. Yeah, if you just copy that link right there, D, you can share that with whomever, and they should be able to join in, I believe. If there's any issue, you guys let me know. Now I'm in and out of the chats, so I may miss out on something. But if I do, I will try to get back to your message after. So in the pre-market session, I try to focus in on my trading. I have to mark charts, which is I wouldn't say it's labor intensive, right? It's not really that, but it takes some time. It requires some time and effort. So marking charts in the pre-market session is key for me. Getting these key levels out to our team immediately or as fast as I can. That's very important, so everyone can be trading along with me. Getting our key levels out, that's really important as well. So if you guys, again, if you're in the Discord, you'll see that we've got this key levels channel. I'm trying to make it easy for everyone. So these are the key levels that we have today, guys. October 24th, if I could speak. I need a drink or something. Let me see if I get some coffee. I do. A cold coffee. Friendly reminder to drink those coffees and teas before they get cold like mine. So when looking at this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stocks. So if you're following along the key levels, right, the BB key level channel, all you have to do is set alerts below each one of these key levels. If you set an alert below each one of these key levels, you'll then be notified before that key level is tested. That's what I do. If you're looking to follow along with confirmation, these are the key levels that I've marked the chart and assessed for possible trading. So right now on, let's see, INM, 164 is the key level, right? So I would say INM is over 164. This is a cheapo, and it has major reds. And those are a few major red flags that we want to look for. Now, if you're confused on what a major red is, click on that link, and it will take you to this channel here where we have videos, we have examples, and that's what this is. We've got major red flags, and I've got examples on these major red flags so that everyone can be up to speed, right? And that, again, is what the point is of this Discord and the point of this video, my live trade, everything that we do here. The point of it is day trading education. So you will have the tools to execute properly in real time without me having to hold your hand, right? So you can see all of these examples, clear indication of what each one of these means, and you can use that to your advantage. So we do have a confirmation guide that goes in detail with my strategy and really goes over, what I'm looking for. And if you're looking for volume requirements, you're looking for, things like that. Key levels, how to mark your charts. If you're looking to mark your charts like me, we have that information. If you're looking for, you're looking for information like what's the volume requirements that we're looking for, that's going to be in the guide. So if you're looking for the guide, you're looking for that information, it is available. Let me pull it up real quick so everyone can see exactly what I'm talking about instead of me just yapping here. So if I pull this up, you guys will see. we have a complete low float day trading guide, which anyone who purchases this will have a one-on-one session with me as well. But we have a lot of information here. The 5 major red flags, which we're just going over, how to find support and resistance, the whole strategy and what it means, the rules to the strategy, what is low float trading, right? Assessing key gaps, volume requirements, managing risk, taking profit, leaving a lot of risk it for the biscuit. What the heck is a risk it for the biscuit? Well, we've got a whole chapter on that. Tips to establish consistency, importance of gaps, which is a new chapter added. And this is a guide that is going to be constantly updated with examples. So you guys are going to see that we have clear examples in here. So if you're wondering what the heck is he talking about, you can come in here and you'll see these examples in this. So you can see that when we're assessing key gaps, we can do that easily by saying, okay, this is a clean gap and this is a cluster, right? So maybe I want to be more aggressive here and less aggressive here. And what that means. So we have tons of examples here. We've got at the bottom, let's see, we've got a whole bunch of chart examples on what this is. But we also have some tutorial videos as well. So if you're looking to learn how to mark resistance, mark support, you can do that. We've got live sessions going over that. We've got a whole bunch of information. So if you guys are looking to learn this strategy in detail, feel free to reach out, bullishboblive@gmail.com, and I'll be in touch with you. But this is a full low float strategy guide that gives you my meat and potatoes. So you can just call it the meat and potatoes guide because that's what it is for me, guys. It's just, it's everything. So if I'm looking to trade momentum and I'm looking for trading the long side, then I'm looking for these confirmations, right? So INM, false breakout. Let's see what we can do. Close over 164 and give us continuation. Let's see what happens. Awesome, Karma. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, guys. And guys, I can't tell you how much your support means to me. I am no longer affiliated with Benzinga Pro. I was a moderator over there for a little while. I was helping out in the chats. I was basically spending too much time in the chats and wasting time rather than focusing on finding more value in the market and how we can exploit that value. So I do appreciate if you guys can share this out. I've got a lot of, we've met some really great traders over at Benzinga. We've got some great traders on YouTube. We've got great traders all around. So guys, if you've traded with me in the past and if you've had any success, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet and you're looking to learn the strategy, come on over, join the group. And again, we're going to be going over live sessions just like this every single day from 7:30 a.m. Eastern time to 9:30 a.m. Eastern time every day. Been doing post-market movers as well from 4 to 4:30 where I mark charts in the aftermarket and go over news and all that good stuff. So you guys, if you find any value, share it with your fellow traders because this is valuable information. I think this is. I think that there's a lot of BS on YouTube, a lot of information out there where there's traders telling you, oh, I just trade alerts. I took this trade, I took that. You're not learning anything from trade alerts. This is day trading education. This is where you're going to learn fully and understand what is going on here. Why am I doing what I'm doing? I want you to understand that. That way you can have the tools to make the right decisions in real time rather than in hindsight trading, because there's too many hindsight traders out there that are, the old woulda, coulda, shouldas, and then, something goes up and they pop out of nowhere. As there's certain traders always that are notorious for popping out of nowhere and saying, I was in this one from a penny. I was in this one from 50 cents. It's up to $50 now. I'm the best. That's awesome. That's great. But I'd be afraid to ask you about the ones that you're in that are not going in your favor. So trying to be transparent here. This is day trading education. This is real stuff, guys, not a bunch of BS. I know for some that may sound tough. Don't take it personal. I'm not trying to attack anyone. What I'm saying is that I get frustrated in the position I'm in. There's a lot of BS out there. Most of the stuff that you're going to find on YouTube, most of the stuff you're going to find out there in chats and things like that, it's not information that's geared towards low float trading. If you're looking to learn how to trade low float stocks, there's only a handful of traders out there that can really teach you. And I think that I'm in a place where I can help and teach as well. So educational content here, going over my approach. It's not the only approach. There is other ways to make money trading low float stocks. But I have found in my experience that this is the most consistent way to find success in low float land. So if you're looking to establish consistency, you're looking for longevity, and you're looking to be here, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, then this is what we're looking at. No position for myself at this time. Green on the day. We are locking in profit. Hearing MAIA. Let's see what this this little guy's doing. So MAIA had some news this morning. Look at this. We expected a choppy price action. We're getting choppy price action. You don't see too many white candles, so we don't have that breakout type of volume. Does that mean it won't continue? No, it does not mean that. We could still continue. We could still pop and get some price action in the right direction. And again, I hope we do. We'd have to close over 286 and $3 for continuation. Let me put that into the key levels channel. So MAI, and you guys set your alerts. MAIA, make sure I get that right, is worth watching. Close over. We'll go with 286 and $3. The reason I have two levels there is because we've got a little cluster up there. And so the close over 286. If I put two levels like that, the first level is the higher risk level. But of course, if we get to the other level, we'll be making some good green on the trade already. So this has a cluster of resistance. I'll add that as a red flag. We have major reds to watch for. I'll add that as well. So now that is in our key levels channel. So if you guys want to follow along, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. This one is a repeat of another ticker. So 5 tickers added into this chat. Key level spotter. You can see if you go into the day trading chat, you'll see it's right here. MAIA. Worth watching. Close over. Right? So close over the key level. The key level is 286. Set your alerts below that level. I have alerts here and here. So I will be well informed and aware of if we get up to that level. Back over to INM, where the bulk of the volume is this morning. If we look at our gap list, if I pull this over, you'll see our gap list is showing up 162% at this current price on INM. So that's a solid move, right? Nothing wrong with a little green today. I'm green on the day, locked in profit. Profit protection mode is on. We've got about 1 minute until 9 a.m. Eastern time. Let me check out the YouTube chat. Who's in YouTube chat? If you guys are in YouTube chat, let me see it. Michelle in at 78 cents. Nice. Paris, it goes both ways, my friend. It is completely mutual. Guys, if you check out the YouTube chat, you check out the chats in Discord, we have some solid traders. We have some solid members. We have some just an absolutely great team. Some of us have been trading together for years too. I mean, we're talking 3-4 years. This is a really great team. We are here to help each other. We are not. This is not competition. We're not in here trying to compete with each other and saying, "Oh, I did this, I did that," and you know, it's not like that, guys. We are here to help each other. You know, if I can get information out on a stock, I'll try to do so. If you can get information out on it as well, it's really, really appreciated for myself and others. And we just have we have a solid team in chat. So if you guys are looking to join up, there's a link in the description. Something's hitting the scanner now. What do we have hitting the scanner? Why has someone's name Bob banned me? And the message was retracted. Do you guys see that? New here. Can you let me know how to access the Discord you're referring to? Yes, PSU, if you check out the description below. If you check out the description below the video, there should be a link. We have a free Discord where I add in the watch list. I add these videos live. I add our YouTube videos as well. So if you want to add in or join into our free Discord, we have that available, and we have a premium section as well. Premium Discord is where we'll have these live sessions every day. I see M. Lewis. I see you, Mackenzie. Appreciate your time, man. It's my pleasure, D. Really appreciate you guys being here. Amy, appreciate you joining. Thank you. Discord, yeah, Discord is just a way. If you're seeing the screen now, just to give a brief description of what Discord is, right? If you come in here and you go to these different sections, you'll see that we have, it's basically just a whole list of information. So we have a whole bunch of channels. These are channels listed. We've got some live channels. We've got some review channels. We've got some different information here. We've got the watch list, which I post every night. You'll see this was our watch list from last night. You can see our key levels channel. You can see our day trading chat. You can see our Mark Charts channel, breaking news channel. So we've got all kinds of information in here, and the list goes on. So there's a lot of information in here to go over. But if you guys are interested, just reach out, bullishboblive@gmail.com. Quen, C-U-E-N on the scanners. C-U-E-N hitting the scanners, guys. Getting a little bit of volume here. That's C-U-E-N. This is the key level spotter. Marking it on a separate chart. We'll have this confirmation levels out just in 1 minute. Didn't realize I moved the whole Discord thing. Let me fix that. No position for myself at this time. Quen hitting the scanners. We've got key levels coming out now. Let's see. We'll pull off. For now, we'll pull off this one because I really don't think there's much there. So I've got a lot of resistance here on CUEN. Key levels are going to be out. As you can see, close over this cluster. 229 is the top of the cluster. CUEN updated is out in chat. So if you guys have time, CUEN is in chat. Key levels are out. You can see we're testing a cluster of resistance, right? So if we expand this and zoom in a little bit, what is this? A cluster of resistance. And if you guys have been watching in this morning, then you know a cluster of resistance means that basically I just expect some choppy price action. Will we get through it? I hope so. I hope so. I don't think there's anyone that can predict that. Anyone that sits there and says, oh, no, this thing's going to $100 today. I'm not sure, you know, how consistent those type of traders are. Consistently, what we're looking for is a close over these key levels. So if you're looking for a high risk setup, right, it would be 281, or excuse me, 174 and 180. So close over these two levels would be the first step in the bullish direction, right? But it has a cluster of resistance. So I will not throw the kitchen sink at something like this. I want to be very careful. Let me make this like this so everyone can see. Just like that. Cluster of resistance on CUEN. Yeah, Mackenzie, Natty, D. I see you guys. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Justin. It's good to see you, man. I really appreciate you reaching out too. I got that email from you. I emailed you back, but just want to say thank you, man. It's really nice the support that spilled out, especially from our Benzinga you know, members as well. Because I was over with Benzinga for years. I was a head moderator over there. I chose to step down and leave as it just wasn't working out for me. I was getting a little frustrated with the way things were being ran, and so I'm moved on. So no longer affiliated with Benzinga Pro. And I'm very happy to say that we're focusing in on our group and our Discord. We've got CUEN, major red pullback here. But guys, if you're from Benzinga and you want to stay in touch, bullishboblive@gmail.com. I'd love to stay in touch with all of you because I really love some of the traders I've met. We've got some really great friends, people, not just traders. These are great people that I've met through that source. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this pre-market session. RNAZ. Let me see. You get anything on the RNAZ? I got an alert on it. Oh, RNAZ, little cheapo is moving here, guys. RNAZ getting some volume. I'll add that to the channel. Looks good, Doc. Looks good. My coffee's getting cold. It's my coffee looks pretty sad compared to that coffee right there. RNAZ cheapo scanner. This is a cheapo. The reason I say cheapo is basically it means it's not going to be A plus no matter how I look at it. So will it go to $10? I hope it does. Do I expect that to happen? No, I never expect anything. I just trade my strategy and what's in front of me. So cheapo scanner on RNAZ. I've got the key levels out. And we'll pull up this other one here in just a second. So RNAZ is a cheapo. INM making some noise on the scanner again. We get these levels out for our team. This is on RNAZ updated. So if you guys are in Discord and you want access to these charts fast, right? You can just come in here. You can go to the search and you can type in INM updated. Hit enter and voila. So today at 7:52, click on that link and it's going to expand it so you can see the key levels a little bit easier, right? Let me exit this back out, close this down, get this out of the way. I'm hearing INM. This is a cheapo here, RNAZ, so I'm not too concerned with it. INM getting a small bounce off this. You can see this is from our key level spotter, giving a little bounce watch alert right there and getting a small pop. No position for myself this time. So INM getting a small bounce. Would love to see it close over 164. If we're looking for continuation, that's our level. It needs to close over 164 and hold. Close below is bearish. Very simple. It is 9:08 Eastern time. We are green on the day. Profit protection mode is on, looking to protect that profit. That's what PPM means. If you ever hear us say it, PPM means profit protection mode, where we got our green, we locked it in, and we're not giving it back to this market. As I do feel that the market is designed to take your profit back, guys. So if you get caught over trading on these crappier setups, you could possibly pay for that. So no position for myself this time. Green on the day, locked in profit. Looking for a high quality setup. May not get one. We'll see. We got a low quality setup so far today, giving us a high quality result. Always love that. No position. Watching INM. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you'd like to join our private Discord group, we've got links in the description below. We've got a great team. We've got plenty of traders here that are trying to help out each other. We've got breaking news. We've got key levels. We've got marked charts. Every single one of these tickers that come across, or symbols that come across our scanners, will be marked. So you can see INM. If you're looking for bullish momentum, it's right here. INM, right? So we know exactly which one to be watching. Pretty obvious. And that's the point of our scanners. These are built through Trade Ideas. If you guys want to use my Trade Ideas link, that's in the description. It will give you a discount code. Use Bob15. Give you a little discount, a little deal on that. I think Trade Ideas is actually running a test drive as well. I think I got an email about that. So I'll be sending out some information about that test drive and how you guys can save some money if you're looking to get these scanners. So that's what I use for my scanners. I use Trade Ideas. These are all custom built scanners where you're going to see that we are eliminating the BS. Scroll on down and all we have is focused alerts on stocks that matter. We're not getting a whole bunch of alerts that are just, taking up room and space and being a pain in the butt. Sorry to hear that, Dre. Yeah, no, Paris, I understand that. You don't really need it. It's up to you if you wanted to make. So say if for anyone who's looking to customize their own scanners and you're looking to build maybe a specific type of scanner. If you're looking for screeners and scanners, I think Trade Ideas is the best source for scanners. But I will tell you right now that it takes some time. These are custom scanners that took me a long time to build. So I think that if you spend the time and effort, it's worth it. But it's I think it's like $120 a month or something like that. But again, if you guys use Bob15, you'll get a slight deal there. It can help out. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Paris. I&M getting a pop here in volume. So we're getting a little bounce. Look at that little plus sign down here, right? If I zoom in on that, I'm sure it's hard to see, but Karma, I know you have this indicator. This is the new key level spotter. That little plus sign, that's letting us know, hey, we're starting to enter an oversold level. We've got this 920 cross all of a sudden. So if you guys are checking this out, this is the Bullish Bob key level spotter. This is a new premium indicator that is basically doing all kinds of stuff. One that's really cool is the bounce watch and short watch predictor. That is what's really cool. And that's what we just saw here. So I&M giving us a little bounce watch right there, giving us a signal, and you can change that. So say you want that to be a different signal, you can do that as well. So you can double click on it and open it up. So come on down to go to the style here. You can change the shape to, say you want an arrow or a circle or a diamond or a flag or whatever you want. You can do that. You can change the colors as well too. I&M getting a pop. Overbought here, getting a big pop on I&M. Look at that move. Nice move. Yeah, you should have at 9:02 on the candle at 9:02 a.m. should have that that signal. I&M getting a pop here. 168. There we go. Closed over. We're overbought. Profit target's being hit. Yes, it's extended. This is a bullish vertical trend. Let's count that up. If I can click on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green bars in a row. This is a bullish vertical trend. Confirm the 164. Close below or start to come under is room for concern. Target would be 176. This is a very high risk setup as we have a bullish vertical trend, which is one of the major red flags that we look for if trading the confirmation strategy. So that would tell me to reduce my size and protect myself, right? Needs to stay above this level. We've got major reds. Where's the target? 176. We'll see what happens here. 176 is the target. This is extended. A breather or a red candle, a couple red candles would make sense. Hopefully we don't see a major red, but we have seen major reds in the past, so it's common. This is a cheapo. Close under 164 is bearish. If it can hold 164, target is 176. Let's see what we can do here. Here we go. Closed over, little pullback, red candle here. That's okay. Breather, as long as we don't start to come under here. If we start to come under, there's room for concern. So if I was in this trade, mental stop loss down here, stop loss area. This is where I'd have my mental stop loss, probably right around this area. Target would be right up here. So if you're looking for target, 176 is a good idea to start locking in some profit. As again, this is extended and this is a cheapo. So if you're looking to get in, get green, get out, that would be the level. No position for myself at this time. I'm green on the day. Profit protection mode is on. 7% gap here, testing our key level, bouncing off of it now. Look to see those highs broken. We're looking for 176 here. Give it to our team. Go ahead. We can see it's overbought. So we can see it's very extended. The key level spotter is letting me know it's extended, so might want to lock in profit before that 176 if you're green on this trade. Hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. Close or start to come under this 164. There is room for concern, and that's where we want to be careful. So this would be a mental stop loss here in the pre-market session. It is 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. We've got about 15 minutes until market open. There's our highs being tested, 172. We're looking for 176 here. 176. There's 174, 175. Guys, a penny shy. I consider that a target hit. Not a bad idea to lock in some profit as this is extended, and we just hit our target. This is confirmation of the 164 level. And again, if you go to our key level spotter here, if we go to our key level, if I can find it, here it is, key levels, which all of these get pushed in the chat. 164, 105. Which level did you trade? Either level that you traded hit its target. Penny shy of that target, 176. I consider that a target hit. Get in, get green, get out, and get out of the way, right? Hold that lotto in case you feel there's continuation. Right now it is bullish over 164. Filled the gap to 176. Close over 176 for continuation. No position for myself at this time. Watching I&M confirm its key levels, hit its targets, and just move very nicely. Yeah, I'll look into that, Karma. Yes, PSU, we have alerts all throughout the day. Yes. Dre, from red to green. There is nothing better. There's no sweeter feeling than that right there, in my opinion. To go from red to green. That's what I did today too. JD did that as well earlier. Dre just did that in our group. So we have members in chat that are going from red to green. And I love that feeling because, you know, when you're in the red, especially earlier in the week, you're kind of feeling like you may start to dig yourself a hole, and you don't want to dig yourself out of that hole all week long, right? So it's something that's can be a pain in the butt for sure. So no one likes that. But if you can pull yourself from red to green, that basically says that you stuck to your strategy. You continued to trade. You didn't just shut it down. Because I used to shut it down after I'd go red and say, that's it, I'm done. Take the red, walk away. And then I'd walk away. And then before you know it, I would be missing out on some really nice opportunities. You can do that. It really depends on your trade plan. But for me, my experience has told me just set those alerts. Close over a key level, that's bullish. Close below is bearish. It's that simple. There's really nothing else to it. I mean, there's a whole list of information that needs to be covered first, of course, which is all covered here in the guide. But it's a very, very simple strategy, right? That was the point of this strategy. This is a complete low float day trading guide. Complete. Everything you need to know. 5 major red flags. How to find the support and resistance like I do every day. What is the 1 minute strategy? This is a 1 minute confirmation strategy. So we use the 1 minute chart. Rules to the strategy and why, right? So if you're looking to learn and understand fully, this is what we're looking at. Look at this. Close over 164. Testing our key levels of 176. 175 is the high. If you are green, you can lock in a profit, hold yourself a lotto for continuation, and look for a bigger move. Close below this 164 is bearish. Let the chart speak to you. The chart is speaking to me right now and telling me that we're bullish. We are bullish. We're in this gap right here. 176 is target. There's 173. There's 174. There's 176. There's 178. Go figure, right? Who's in on this move? 164, confirmation of 176. This is a key level from our key levels channel. Hopefully you guys are green. Key level over 164. And not only do we have the key level, right? So yes, I add the key level that you need to be watching, but you also have the marked charts. So you have these charts, you have these levels ready to go. You are well aware of where to possibly take some profit. Where will the pressure present itself? And again, I add all of these charts every day in our Discord. So you guys have access to this. INM hitting highs at 178, did not close and confirm that level. That is a target hit. Lock in the profit and meet me on the top of the hill because that's where I'll be waiting. Wave, Dre, D-Nice, great job. Way to go, guys. What a beautiful day for us low float traders. What a beautiful day for us low float traders. Natty, get a piece of that? Nice. Let me get a little something in here. Let me put something to follow suit with the team. We've got emojis just rolling in chat. There you go, Doc. Out 50%, locking in profit. Love to see it. Great job. Guys, we've got 10 minutes until market open. We've got about 10 minutes now. You can see down here, 9:20 a.m. Eastern time. I am in profit protection mode. I will look to protect that profit on the day. It was a smaller size where a lotto, I left a piece of the pie, and it turned out to be just absolutely delicious. What a delicious trade we've had. And if you're not hungry yet, you will be by the end of this. We're talking biscuits. We're talking pie. We're talking cake. We're talking anything you can think of that's a plus here, guys, because this is a sweet, sweet deal that we just found on INM. So guys on YouTube, I appreciate your time. I'm going to be shutting down the stream. We've got market open coming in at 9:30. We'll do more live sessions like this. If you guys like this live session, you want to see more, just like it, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Do what you got to do to stay in touch. bullishboblive@gmail.com if you need any information. But guys, I appreciate your time on YouTube. We'll be shutting down the YouTube stream, and we'll be in our Discord live for a little bit longer. Thanks, guys.